Hey Fruit Bats, welcome to another episode. So today we have a special guest. We have Greg Onision with us. And Greg has been helpful to me over the years in the way that he has always been there if I've had a question over email about YouTube or about whatever. He's always been there and always gotten back to me quickly, and I really appreciate that in him. So it's good to have him here today. And we are going to watch a video of Trisha Paytas's and just give a little bit of commentary on it. So let's check out that video. Okay, Fruit Bats. So we are watching this video from Trisha Paytas. I finally left my house and I've got Onision here. Say hi to Onision, everybody.
Hi from
Greg.
me. Hello.
So we are looking at, what is that?
It
Looks
looks
like
like
some
there's
sort of
meat on it.
tapenade.
Does that look like meat? It looks like shredded beef, maybe.
Yeah, pulled pork or something like that.
Okay.
That's right. So Trish said she was doing this. She said she was doing the low carb, the Atkins diet, as a lot of you know. I did a video on it just recently, and we're looking at some macaroni and cheese, and it looks like bacon as well. What do you think?
Is it? Can we watch a part of it to see what she's actually saying?
Yeah, let's watch.
Okay.
Look at this amazing food. Bruschetta, fried chicken mac and cheese. You guys, look at this fucking view. It's amazing. We have rosé. This is honestly my favorite non-date date ever because this is like everything. We're like chilling with so much food and we ordered so much more. And then we're gonna go grocery shopping after this. Yeah, bye. Okay, so I got the fried chicken and mashed potatoes. What'd you get? Fried chicken sandwich?
Oh.
So you said she's on, is the fried chicken on the Atkins diet?
The fried chicken diet, it looks like. No, yeah, the Atkins definitely, I mean, fried chicken depends. It's generally okay, but you can't have pasta and you can't have like bread and fries. There's too much carbs. There's too much carbs in there, so that's generally not allowed.
It doesn't sound like a diet. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I just thought that it kind of sounds like Diet Pepsi, where it's a contradiction, an oxymoron.
Yeah, exactly. It is. And I mean, it's impossible to follow this Atkins diet. It's impossible. And that's why everybody fails. They lose the water weight initially and then they just gain it all back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, well, here's the thing with Trisha Paytas. She's probably been trained to eat this way her whole life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely.
So what do you think is the solution for a person like that who says they're on a diet and then winds up going back to carbs or whatever is not allowed in their diet? Like what step, let's say hypothetically you were raised to eat a certain type of food, and when you eat that food, it gives you a certain sense of satisfaction that's addictive, much like any other drug. What would you personally do to try to remedy that?
Definitely got to increase the carbohydrates in the diet. And when I say carbohydrates, I don't mean like cakes and donuts. A lot of people, see cakes and donuts and things like that as carbohydrates. They're like, oh, they're bad carbs, but they're actually high fat foods. So she needs nourishment to her cells in order to feel satisfied, so she doesn't then go and look at these other foods. That's what's happening at the moment. She's not getting the nutrition to her brain.
Are you just suggesting that she completely transitions her focus on food and not necessarily alter the quantity?
Yeah, definitely. Do not alter the quantity. She does not have to. What's happening is she's altering the quantity now, and that's what she's been doing for years. She's cutting her calories dramatically to like 1,200 calories or even less sometimes. And then, she's wondering why she's binging out. That's what happens. It's not about like changing the actual quantity. It's the actual source. So the source of the calories, the quality of the calories.
That's something.
So if she feed, yeah, sorry. Go.
That's something I noticed from going to the grocery store is if you stop yourself from getting anything at the grocery store, you don't have that problem at home. But if you actually make it readily available to yourself, you're so much more likely, like my spouse made a cake not too long ago, and I never eat cake, but it was always just sitting there on the counter. And so I actually found myself like grabbing a piece every other time I went to the kitchen. And that was a huge problem because I don't want to eat, like, in my mind, I don't want to eat cake. If I had the option to never have cake around anytime except for holidays, I would take that option. But when it's right in front of you, it just seems like you're going to grab it. And so it sounds like what she needs to do is distract herself from these other foods and actually just surround herself by really nutritious stuff like what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, just have loads of it. I mean, like, she can eat pasta, she can eat rice, she can eat fruit, she can eat all the carbs that she really likes, potatoes, but don't slather it in animal products, you
Okay.
know?
I
Like, and slathering it in fat as well. Just eat all the carbs.
it
It's okay.
looks
Eat all the
like she
carbs.
might be grocery shopping right now. I'm gonna go ahead and play that part.
Okay, yeah.
All right, guys, we went grocery shopping. This is
Holy crap.
Oh,
Did you see that?
damn, what was that, Trish?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
is not
Trish,
that's
so
not a
much
diet.
package.
All right, so we got drumstick butterfinger dipped. I personally, even as the person who is not on a diet, a particular diet, other than the vegetarianism I've been for a while, I wouldn't ever get the drumstick just because I know that there's probably something in there that just will maximize my weight gain, as well as the Tillamookie's
Mhm.
mint chocolate chip. Probably gonna avoid that. That looks like it's
I've never heard of that.
something bad waiting to happen. And also the DiGiorno. I have eaten plenty of DiGiorno in my life, but not with pepperoni anytime I remember. And that's just generally because of the higher
Mm.
cholesterol and the greases and all that stuff. But did you
Yeah,
have
that's
any?
pretty scary. Like, this is what happens, like, she will restrict the calories, restrict, go on these fad diets like Atkins, and she won't last,
Doesn't
because she's
your
hungry and her
body
cells need proper nutrition.
doesn't your body tell itself? This is great asking you because you're the person who focuses on this so much more, so probably more knowledgeable. But when you do diet or when you do change how much you consume, your body tells itself to store more fat, and thus when you actually do break and eat more, you're just gaining and gaining and gaining because your body refuses
Yeah,
to
yeah,
actually
definitely.
lose weight or lose mass. For the periods that you're starving yourself, just because of a self-preservation aspect of your existence, right?
That's exactly right. Like, it's fat storing. Like, you're teaching your body to become a fat storer instead of a fat burner. And it's for those times of famine. We're putting these we're forcing this on ourselves, starvation and a famine. So the brain's like, oh shit, like, next time we better have enough fat in case this happens again so we can feed off the fat. But you don't want to be teaching your body to do that because it's just destroying your metabolism and it's keeping you on that diet merry-go-round forever. And who wants to do that? Who wants to just be losing weight for summer and then gaining it all back again on winter, losing it again for summer? It's like, it's just crazy. No one has to go through this forever.
I've seen that pattern with people where they will temporarily commit themselves and then break through. Like in my own life, I've seen people do that and it just never works. Like the main thing that I've seen work is when you absolutely refuse to take anything home from the grocery store that will put you in that position where you're either, randomly throwing stuff
Mm,
out, going and buying again or whatever. You just have this black and white, I will not get these things that are seriously unhealthy. And instead,
true.
you replace those things with something that gives you a similar amount of satisfaction but is way better for you.
It's really easy when you think about it. That's exactly right. Surround yourself with the nutritious food that your brain and your body actually, requires and will leave you satisfied. So then you don't look at the crap.
Yeah, I
It's that
imagine you and
simple.
I have different positions on this though, because I eat a lot of processed food. It tastes just as good as most anything else, like tofurkey and so forth. Do you have a position on tofurkey?
Mm. I think, it's a good, especially it would be good for Trish, coming from eating what she's eating. It'd be great for her to replace the flesh with plant foods like tofurkey. I think that's great. A long-term solution, I don't recommend it regularly. I think it's fine, a couple of times a week. But if it's part of your daily diet and it's a couple of times a day, it's not the best. Okay, it's still high in protein, and generally they have a bit of fat as well, quite a bit of fat. And I'm not fat phobic, but you do have to keep an eye on how much fat you're having if you truly want to be healthy. And all the plant-based doctors recommend around 10% of daily calories comes from fat. So I just like to follow the science in that regard. And but it is a good replacement, so I'm not hating on it, that's for sure.
And regarding protein, we typically need far less protein than what people think, is what I recently was told. Is that true?
Oh, far less. Yeah, like the World Health Organization in the 70s determined that we need only 2.5% of daily calories from protein. And then they just doubled that figure to 5%, like just in case. just in case, to cover all the protein needs, 5% of daily calories. And that is such a small amount. And most of the population is going far, far over that. And especially with animal protein, which is the absolute worst thing you can put in your body. Your liver releases IGF-1, insulin growth factor 1, and it causes, cancer cells to rapidly multiply. So it's scary stuff, excess protein, but in particular from animals as well.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna see what she's saying about the groceries.
I went grocery shopping. This is my grocery shopping for the week. I got Arby's, I got cookie dough, I got drumsticks, mint chocolate chip, and we wanted that fresh DiGiorno pizza, but they did not have it, so we're gonna go order a pizza from somewhere else because that's my food for the week.
That's her what for the week, did she say?
Did she just say that's my food for the week?
I'm not sure. That would be interesting.
Order a pizza from somewhere else because that's my food for the week.
That's her what for the week?
Oh, Trish. She's always trolling.
Oh, well.
This is definitely not a food for the week.
Okay. I'm taking her too literally. I'm wondering if there's...
But I mean, stop it there for a sec about the pizza. She said they're going to order pizza. I mean, you would know yourself how easy it is to order a plant-based pizza. It is dead easy.
Well, what I do is I typically just say I order a typical pizza that's veggie, and I just say no cheese. And the reason I say no cheese isn't from a moral standpoint or anything like that. It's literally just because when I consume cheese from places that are pizza delivery, that's their typical business. When I do that, I get chest pains. And I don't know if it's a product of placebo or whatever, but I tried lessening the amount of cheese or changing the cheese type. And no matter what, from all the pizza places I've tried, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, etc., they all give me chest pains. But when I removed the cheese, suddenly I didn't have any heart pains anymore. So I was pretty clearly told that cheese is not an option for me in that context.
Yeah, gosh. I'm not surprised. It's clogging the arteries up. I mean, no matter, we're going to get you on vegan, Greg. That's another video.
All right. So yeah. The thing, I've tried vegan. It's just I had issues with my energy. So I just need to figure out a way to supercharge my energy, and then veganism would be a breeze for me.
Maybe we can do like a Freelee Coaches Onision series.
Well, maybe we'll do it again. Maybe in a week or so. Maybe. That sounds good.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below if you want that to happen.
Bye, guys.
Okay, Fruit Bats, so that's our video for today. Definitely go over and check out Onision's channel. I'll put a card up here and a link in the description below. I also made a video for his channel, so check that out. And I just hope that this video helps Trisha. I hope she can see that this diet flip-flopping is not helping her weight at all. It's not helping her health. This is what I hope the most out of anything, that Trish focuses on just getting healthy first, not worrying about weight, just getting healthy. And those foods that you saw that she was eating and buying is just, it's sad. It's really so far from being healthy. And that's what can happen when you go on these fad diets like the Atkins diet. All right, guys, I will see you soon. I love you, and I'll see you next video.